Hello, I'm Ruly, and this is the 7th video of the Recalcitrant Warden storyline. And here comes the spoilers for the last 6 videos. This is Dirk. Dirk only just joined the Grey Wardens before the Battle of Ostagar, where the king and practically all the rest of the Grey Wardens were slaughtered by an army of darkspawn. And this guy, N00B, was supposed to come to the king's aid, but pulled his men out instead, and now he's telling everyone the Grey Wardens lured the king to his death. Dirk is currently in Lothering. He has gained a set of friends. There are fellow surviving Grey Warden Alistair, beautiful witch Morgan, best dog in the world Rathbone, bard and chantry sister Liliana, and Dirk has also just gotten permission to take custody of Canari's soldier Sten, who apparently recently murdered a family, including children. So, there's that. On we go.
Oh, what is this,
And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humbled. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light scattered in the darkness.
He's back behind you, 180 degrees. All the way across the aisle. He's right over there. Right there.
Wait, did I just walk past him? Oh, hello. Alistair, excuse me. Hello.
Yes? Who might you be?
I'm the Grey Warden, Dirk.
I see. I am Sir Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. N00B declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
One less. I drove them off myself.
Indeed? They're gone?
It's true. I saw the bastard running for the hills myself.
That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your efforts?
Certainly. Thank you.
If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Oh, I like you. Things seem very dire in this village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the darkspawn horde bearing down on us? None of it is good. N00B is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster
Really?
piled on disaster.
King Kalen had no heir.
None that we know of. N00B has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Al-Eman was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
There is that. Well, I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble.
Where was that?
Let all repeat the chant
I think I
of
went the
light.
wrong way.
Only the word.
It's alright, Morgan's not here.
And when the Maker
Is that
spoke,
the only important
chant of
thing?
light scattered in the darkness.
Ah, yes. Ah. Well, yes, I will take them all. I might put the boots on now, actually. I need boots. Oh, oh, it takes 22 strength. Good heavens. Save that for the Canary, I suppose. Well, let's go get him.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith.
Don't suppose they'd give us whatever armor and weapons he had on him when captured, when we take him away. What do you think?
I'm pretty sure
That
he
would be
has armor,
nice.
but
I
he
hope
might
so.
not.
I saved some just in case, but if he already has his own, and if it's better, then, well, I'm selling what I've
Don't
got.
need to carry it around with you when it can make you coin.
All right. Where was Allison? Looking for an Allison.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Oh my. Anyway.
Blood and damnation.
Yes, well. Who's a goo-goo?
I mean, listen, honey, we can't all be Daddy's favorite.
No, we can't. I was going to talk to Allison first. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Is that her? Hello, Allison.
Did you make any traps?
Why, yes, I did.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you, stranger.
And there was... Wasn't there someone else? Oh yes, Sister Miriam. Isn't she over here? Elder Miriam.
Have any luck
excuse me.
finding herbs in the woods?
Yes, I did.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Thank you. Huh. Right, that was it. Let's go make a friend. Huh? Too late to back out now, I suppose. Let's go for it.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well. I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
And if you annoy me and I decide to kill you?
You can try. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Alright, Sten. It's just for a moment, boy. I want to check if he has any armor.
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing you
No,
prepared then.
Of course you don't. Yes, alright. None of this is going to match, I
alive.
hope you don't mind.
And that's more than, he could count on before you came along, so I'm sure he won't mind.
Well, actually, you know... Alright, you can have the ancient elven boots. The others all match with our clothes, so... Might as well have these. What about weapons? Do you have any weapons? Ugh, keep it. Well, what do you prefer? You can have the Ash Warrior Axe.
The Ash Warrior Axe is just one-handed, a single-handed weapon.
So,
But the battle axe.
Single-handed. You seem like a two sort of weapon, two-handed sort of weapon, I think. Now, if you prefer the greatsword, I will give you a chance.
Ooh, more damage. But less critical chance.
Yes. Oh, it's fine. I'm not going to take him with me for a little while anyway. Oh, wasn't there a helmet? Do I have a helmet for you, Sten? Helmet. No helmets. Alright, we'll pick one up for you somewhere. In the meantime, give me my dog back.
Vashaden.
That's a good boy. All right. All right, team, gather round. Now, a suspicion has been growing in my mind. I'll tell you what that is. I suspect that when these people have been talking about the woods to the north, what they actually mean is that grassy area with a few trees. Now, I am a city elf myself, but I strongly suspect that they are overusing the word woods. Anyway, if that is the case, then we are about to face some bears. So, let's get our plan together. We've been getting a bit sloppy lately, that's probably my fault. I'm going to do better from now on. First of all, we are taking Liliana with us. So here's the plan. In case of bears, first of all, I'm going to stealth it. Now, when you see a bear, I will attempt to throw some poison at it. All good. Once the bear is alerted to our presence, Alistair, you run up and hit it with your sword. Then Morgan and Liliana, you hit it from a distance with your spells and bows and arrow respectively. Well, not your bow, just your arrows, please. And I will see what happens next as far as what I do. Right, has everyone got that? On your way, look out for the body of a small boy's mother. Closer, apparently. Let's try this. Oh, come on. None of you is close enough to get more than one at once. How annoying is that? Alright then. Right, well that went pretty well. Wolves, not bears, I notice. Any good pelts on them? Dirk, I think you're avoiding... I know I'm avoiding. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, that's it. Well, guess we've done the best we can do. Right. On we go, hoping for bears this time. Hoping for bears? Well. Alright. Stick to the plan, everyone. Very good. And run. Right, anyone planning to come help? Whoa. Right, Grace! Oh, it worked! Yeah, I did. Right. Like... we have some... oh, where's my poison? I had some poison to add. Oh well, never mind. Next time. Oh, I like this. Alright team, well done, well done. In essence, that plan worked. Did we get any pelts off of them? Oh well, get some... well, fruit anyway. Right, back to town. Oh, hello. Just a moment. Don't tell me there's more bears. Those are spiders. Alright, I will admit, I've been wanting an opportunity. To see how these things do. How about a firebomb? Let's kill it with fire. It's closer, I think. It's so close, just one out to get. Right! Let's lob the thing. That's more like it. Oh, yes. Confirmed. And run! Oh, right. Little help here. Alright, you.
I'll try to be merciful.
You. Oh. That was unpleasant. What did we get? Toxin? Huh? Better get some toxin out of this. I'll fight a bear any day. Huh. Right, well. What's in this direction? What? Can't go further? Huh. Apparently not. Alright, crew, we'll go round then. A little curious. Where'd they come from? Do I want to know? What do you think, Morgan? Do I want to know? I don't want to know. Right. Gotta tell you, Dirk. I don't know what you can do about that web stuff, but that was no good. Morning?
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Yes. Yes, we all know that. Hello.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Doesn't he
And the
just...
stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
You are welcome. Dirk, before you take on any more quests, can we just level you up? Don't mind if I do. You have a specialization point, buddy. You apparently can't use. Alright, what you want? Well, you know what I like. And... right. Alistair... What do you want? I can get you up to 20 decks, let's do it. Alright, we doing well? Let's take a look at the board. No quests. Oh, just as well. Alright. Oh no, you know where I want to go? I want to go talk to Balin.
What's to be done? What can we do?
And while we're here, Liliana, why don't you head out, because I need to equip Sten a bit better.
Blood and damnation.
It's just to get him armor. Good heavens.
Yes.
Hello, Balin.
But I still don't have food to sell.
Well, then show me what you've got. Alright, first things first. Is this the best helmet you've got? Is that all the helmets you've got? Alright, I suppose I'll take it. Oh, why not get the best? Right, Sten, step forward, sir. Here is a helmet for you. And some better gloves than you've had. Don't you look frightening. I suppose that'll do. So, why not? Have we gone upstairs? Just for kicks and giggles, let's go upstairs. Hello.
Please, I must continue playing, else I earn no coin tonight.
Well, pardon me. Were you gonna ask for a song, Dirk? Sten, move. Oh, just seeing what people will say, I suppose. Alright, out we go.
So how is it that Terran Logain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
I heard he saw
Good
just in time
question.
what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Kalen. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say. First they drag the king down there and then they throw him to the wolves. It's no wonder it all went bad.
Right, well, I'll have to work on that.
Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well,
What?
don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
Hmm? What?
Never mind.
That's the spirit, Morgan. Well done. Goodbye. Wish things wouldn't glitter that aren't actually glittery. Alright, there's got to be a way out of here at some point. How do we escape Lothering? Honestly, I don't know. Let's try this. Ha! How's that? Oh, what have you done? Oh, well done. You want to go to camp? Let's go to camp, please. What? Why can't we go to camp? Right. Oh, heavens. Have to go around, do we? Can't go back the way we came. Fine. That's kind of annoying. Don't run into a pillar, Dirk. Oh, like the dogs on the end of the bridge. Wouldn't it be just the thing for us to get attacked on our way out, just as a little goodbye from Lothering. Who are you?
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Caelan, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Could it?
Another battle, I see.
All right, let's go!
Can't actually see what I'm doing, can you? Well, that was a pleasant way to leave. Hey. For a few silvers. All right. I hope that doesn't happen much. Banon. What's the Banon? Oh, alright, let's go. Dirk, I have no idea what I'm looking at. That was a dragon. Did you see that too? Yes, I did. That was a dragon.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The archdemon, it talks to the horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The archdemon. Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Right. Question for everyone. There appear to be several perfectly good tents. Why am I not in one of them? Dirk? I'm gonna leave that question to you. Ah. Oh, well.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Well, I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
You know, I was rather hoping something a little more specific, as if the Maker had said, Leliana, go help Dirk. Something like that. Yeah, that would be nice. Look, I don't like being the only one that has spirits talking to me, alright? I thought maybe someone else was in a similar situation. Oh, never mind.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a minute.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Yes. I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
Never actually met a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
No, why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Thank you. You said you were in the army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
Well, naturally, the natives didn't want to give up their land.
It is not the native humans we fight.
No? Who then?
The enemy is everywhere. The jungle itself, vipers, hunting cats, even some of the flowers can kill the unwary. And always there is the Imperium and the Talvashoth.
What are the Talvashoth?
I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
True. Let's go.
As you wish.
Tough one, aren't you? Oh, hello, boy. Hello, boy.
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Good boy. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Who's a good boy?
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
Oh, lovely. You make my dog sick.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Oh, stop bothering my dog. Don't listen to Alistair. He's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Don't suppose you'll let me talk to my dog in peace, Alistair.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's the thought that counts. It means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It's a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
I know you've hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Well, Rathbone, I suppose I don't get a chance to talk to you today. It's alright. You're the best dog ever. You know that, right? Alright.
Yes,
Actually, I did not mean to speak with you. Goodbye.
as you wish.
Heavens.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Have you hunted many mages?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
So, couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted.
What, always?
And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So, you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Ruly. Yeah? You know that, the bracelet I gave Morgan? Yeah? She liked it, right? Yeah. Yeah, she said she liked it. She liked it a lot. And, how exactly do you think she took it? She liked it? Okay, Dirk, I'm not sure what you're actually asking here. Can you give me a hint? Well, back in the alienage, a gift like that from a man to a woman would basically have been seen as a declaration of intent. Oh! But Morgan's not from my alienage, so yeah, okay. You're asking if she thinks you just proposed to her. Yes. No, I don't think that thought ever occurred to her. Good, because I didn't think so, but, yeah, so what exactly are your intentions, young man? Well, I only met her a few days ago. I'm not committing to anything just yet. Okay, fair enough. And if she did think she just accepted your proposal of matrimony? I could probably have lived with that. I can't risk jilting her, can I? She'd have turned me into a frog. Can't have that? No, we can't. Well, here goes.
What do you wish of me?
like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shapeshifter?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Yes, that does sound like something you'd do.
Oh? I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble. That said, I cannot speak for the tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
And that is fine by me. So, do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
Can anyone become a shapeshifter?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
That's all.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
See, now a ring, where I come from, a gold ring would definitely be a proposal. Would it now? Well. Morgan, I, found this, necklace back in Lothering. I thought you might like it.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Anyway, on we go. Oh, Dirk, she likes you. As in, like, how much? How much does she like me? Like, right now? You're gonna keep me checking. Alright, let's see. She... Oh, that's Alistair. Alistair's about where he was. Morgan... Oh! She's moved up. I'd say she likes you
I don't know, 3/5 as much as she possibly could like you? Right. It's up from where it was. How about the wrist? Liliana likes you fine. Sten a little less. Alistair, about the same as Sten. I wonder. Alistair, found this statuette. I've got no use for it. Do you want it?
I could get used to this, you know.
That was a little more than I was hoping for. Right. What if... No. Liana. Don't really know what this is. Is this something you'd like?
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
You're welcome. Well, Dirk, you've talked to everyone else. Got a moment for me? All right. What is it? How did that darkspawn blood go down? Ruly? I would love to pour it down the throat of my worst enemy. Ew. That bad, huh? Well, I wouldn't wish it on you. Dirk, that is the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Well. But, speaking of enemies, what about Loghain? I mean, you heard what his people are saying. He was just trying to save his soldiers from a hopeless slaughter. He left his king to die. And that's not the half of it. He wasn't only his king, he was his friend, and his dead friend's son, and his daughter's husband, and he left him. Yeah, but there were a lot of other lives at stake. No! Do not make excuses for him. He saved lives, did he? But the blight isn't over yet. The death toll isn't final yet. The king meant to end the blight at Ostagar, and now we'll never know if he could have done it. But I know this. Loghain gave one order, and suddenly he's ruling Ferelden. Well, but who's to say that's why he did it? Don't even talk to me. I was there at the planning. Cailan put his life in Loghain's hands, and Loghain accepted that trust. He could have said no, and he probably should have. The whole plan was stupid and he knew it. But he said yes. He agreed to come to the king's aid when the time came, and so the king charged into danger, trusting him, and Loghain left him. Yeah, it's ugly no matter how you slice it. Even Vaughn. He was evil, but even he didn't betray his own. But Loghain? That man is filth. Okay.
It's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Let me see your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
What is that? Is beyond my price range.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Thank you. Have you heard any rumors?
I hear that Tir Loghain, the regent, is calling for new levies of troops. He wants to rebuild the army we lost at Ostagar. Thing is, there's not a lot of spare men to be found. Out of Dragon's Peak, there's press gangs roaming around, grabbing any free man they can lay their hands on. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Good to know. Well, I don't mind if I could have a ready-made army. What's your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains.
Really?
I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Why did you leave?
One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay.
What?
Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Yes. Well, what happened then?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure, something worth a little gold.
I see. Well, better to do something with them than leave them to rot.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
That is a fascinating story. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here, I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Blood isn't all that important.
That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Really?
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Huh. Well, where do these goods come from? Not the deep roads.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. Not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the darkspawn coming.
Did I say I minded? What do you mean?
People flee from the blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I like your style. I suppose it's better than having the darkspawn take it all.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Well, I should go.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Actually...
Hello.
Hello, Sandal.
The boy's a bit simple, but He's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Really? And what enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Well, I'd like some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Well, you made him happy. Okay. All right.